That Ronaldo Piers Morgan interview keeps getting worse by the day.
They're trying to force you out.
Yes, not only the coach, but the other 2 or 3 guys there around the club. Yes, that I felt betrayed.
Happy 2023 football fans around the world. Welcome back to my channel, The Drunk Football Pundit. Today I'll be talking about Cristiano Ronaldo moving to Saudi Arabia. I mean, let's be serious. This was the only way that Ronaldo's career was going to end. This was it. I think most people, maybe they just didn't see it, or maybe because it was so great, people just didn't see his attitude. But as a Madrid fan, I'm very, very scared of saying this because some Madrid fans could be watching this. And a lot of Madrid fans are very emotional when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo. For good reason. For good reason. He's arguably the greatest Madrid player of all time. It's not really arguable. Maybe the only person you could put ahead of him is maybe some people may put Alfredo Di Stefano. And I personally would put Di Stefano as well, not because I think he was a better player than Cristiano Ronaldo. It's just because of the impact he made on Real Madrid as a club. That's just it. It's not because I think he's a better player than CR7 in any way. I just don't think so. I know you can't really compare eras. I think this is what the mistake that a lot of people usually make. Try to compare players from different eras. That's why we're having all these arguments of goats. But I'm going to be very objective here. I think most people that follow Cristiano Ronaldo from when he was younger, when he was very young at Manchester United, before he started winning world best and all that stuff, he was a normal player, normal person. He still made to score, he also celebrates with them and all that. But when he started becoming a global superstar and all that stuff, and maybe for good reason, maybe you may think he deserves to behave like that, I don't know, but it always left a very, very bad taste in my mouth anytime any other player apart from him scored at Real Madrid. He just didn't celebrate, except it was like maybe one of these very vital goals, like in terms of maybe a 9 minutes goal or maybe a goal against Barcelona, things like that. That time when that Barcelona was very, very great, he couldn't touch them. But if it was just maybe a goal against one of these other bottom teams, he didn't celebrate with his teammates. It just used to leave a very, very bad taste in my mouth. Personally, I know a lot of people, even until now, still overlook that stuff, but I just couldn't. Even when he was playing, when he was in his prime, I just couldn't overlook it. And I can't imagine being a teammate to a player like that. Let's say he's more talented. Fine, he has more talent than I do. Fine, he's the best player in the team. Fine. But if I score, I would like him to also celebrate with me. The same way how he would score a tap-in or score a penalty and he will come and do his seal and expect every other person to come and celebrate with him. That's just how I see life. I know maybe a lot of people, because someone is great, someone is rich, someone is all that, they just put away their morals or put away their dignity and like, oh, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. I guess so. Maybe he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. But that is just not me. I'm sorry. That always left a bad taste in my mouth. But I've always had a feeling that all those players, the managers, and every other person that was Ronaldo's teammates, in a way, they were all putting up with him. And it was fine putting up with him when he was great. But now that he's not great, he's not even, like, I wouldn't lie to you guys. If you remove that name from his back, Ronaldo, 7, remove it from his back, I wouldn't even start the guy. I'm serious. I'm just being honest. I made a video about this. That was my first video on this channel. If you have not checked it, I'll go and check it out. I made a video about this. And I was very sure of what I was saying. At that point, it seemed like a leap. But I think after this World Cup with Portugal also benching him, it's now clear to a lot of people that he has actually really lost it. But at that point, a lot of people were still like, Ten Hag he's not respecting him, he's terrible, he's disrespectful, a whole legend like Ronaldo is treating him anyhow, which was fine, I guess so. But at that point when I made that video, I was actually scared that people were like, oh, good enough, I was not big enough on the internet, so it didn't really matter. But I was very, very sure that, because I watched Manchester United games. I hate Manchester United, so I watch their games, because, you know, when you hate something, you watch it. Just like I want you guys to watch my channel. Even if you hate me, watch the channel, subscribe, hit the like button. You may hate me or hate my opinion, but you can also like the objective facts that I'm putting out here. But I actually think I'm very, very logical. I actually believe I'm very, very logical. So I'm not really surprised with how things have turned out in terms of this move to Saudi Arabia. And look, even the biggest Ronaldo fanboy will not tell me right now that this was all part of the plan. He wanted to sabotage his Manchester United period just to go to Saudi Arabia. Like, let's be real here. And for some reason, he said it in the interview with Piers Morgan that he had a lot of options. I actually never believed that he had a lot of options, but obviously with all the fanboys and all the people in the media, Roy Keane and all the other players, Evra and the rest of them, that would try to rationalize where he's coming from. I just never felt that he had options. Why would he have options? Like, really? The only way he would have had options was if he brought down his wages, which, knowing Cristiano Ronaldo, at least from the outside looking in, I never believed he would do that. I never believed Ronaldo would reduce his wages to let me say 50k a week. Because frankly, I think that is what he's worth right now. In Europe, obviously. Now in Saudi Arabia, he's earning his payday. Fine. I think the payday is deserved. He has achieved great things in his career. He has a lot of fans. So Saudi Arabia are basically paying for his presence and not paying for his football. And I have no doubts that he will perform well. I'm even thinking, could he actually break the 91 goal record by Lionel Messi for a calendar year? Like, he's playing in Saudi Arabia. It may not be great anymore, but look, it's Ronaldo. He can score goals at the end of the day. Who knows? Maybe that's what he's planning. I don't know. That would be some 4D chess by him, breaking that record. And I don't know. Is that record just for Europe? I don't know. Maybe it's for the world. I don't really know. Because the person that Messi broke that record for was Gerd Müller, who played in Europe. So I don't really know whether if Ronaldo breaks that record in Saudi Arabia that it counts. I'm not really sure. But this is really not surprising to me. It's the reason why, as a Madrid fan, I've always liked our legends to leave on time. Like, maybe at the age of 30. I love the way Casemiro left. He was still decent, was still good, but he left on the right time. I just don't like that hanging around and holding back the club because of what you achieved in the past. I had that same opinion when Marcelo was still playing for Madrid. I felt he should have been discarded off. Yeah, that's what I felt. And I still stand to this day. Marcelo playing some games beginning of the season, the upper season that Atletico Madrid won the league. I still stand on that if Marcelo did not play any games at all, 0 games, Madrid would have won that league. They dropped some points because of Marcelo playing. And there was a time that Madrid had some kind of stats. With Marcelo playing, they dropped points. With Mendy playing, they didn't drop points. I still stand by that. So I just don't like legends hanging around when they're not really that good anymore. And it's not like I'm being ungrateful. It's just that the legends do not understand when they're not great anymore. Which comes with the territory. For you to become that great, you have to have a level of arrogance, a level of belief in yourself. Like, you can't really expect someone to come and tell you, look, guy, you're not that good anymore. You can't really start you every game. It's not going to work. I'm even putting myself in these people's shoes. I wouldn't believe it. I would be like, shut the fuck up, man. What the hell? I'm Ronaldo. I'm Marcelo. Can't tell me that shit. And it comes with the territory. That is why most of the time, the club has to make that decision for them. Because if you depend on them, they will not believe that they are winning. They will not believe that they're not as good as they used to be. So this whole Ronaldo thing doesn't really surprise me. It's really, really sad because I really think if Ronaldo just I've earned enough money, I've earned a buttload of money, I think he could start in Sporting Lisbon. Like, I don't really know, maybe the manager deep down does not want him. I think a lot of managers don't really want him because, he will come with his toxic fan base that if he does not start a game, it will be a very big news and it will be lots of drama. Maybe some managers may not like him around. I guess personally, if I were a manager, I wouldn't like him around because he's not good enough to play anymore. And if I have to play him because his fan base are going to castigate me on the internet, do I really want him around? But I think owners may have wanted him. Owners of all these clubs because it's going to bring lots of revenue. So I really think Sporting would have still taken him. The manager may not have wanted him, but I'm very, very sure the owners would have wanted him. And that should have been enough, in my opinion. So it's really sad. And I wish him the best. This is something that can happen to anyone because if you're on that level, you're going to have a level of arrogance and you're not going to listen to anything that anybody says to you. So it's fine. And I understand that perfectly. Is one of the greatest players of all time. Though I personally don't put him in my top 5. That's just me. Don't come for me. I just don't put him in my top 5 personally. But it doesn't change anything. My opinion doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Anyway, what do you guys think? You think I'm speaking a lot of gibberish right now? Maybe I'm wrong. Put it down in the comments below. I'm always ready to defend myself at the end of the day. This is an opinion channel. You may not like my opinion, but it's what it is. Whatever objections that you have, put it down in the comments. I'll try to reply you guys as much as I can. Also, like the video. If you are not subscribed, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, guys. I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I actually thought that this could be like a dream. Like, it may not happen, but it may happen. And you guys can make it very possible. Like the video on your way out as well. Thank you for watching. See you next time.